this looking like this.
Come on, man.
No, come on. I'm not ready. No, not camera ready.
YT Compound 2.0. Remember that? Remember that?
Ooh, like
This is the first time.
Come on, like I don't even have nothing. This is how we do it.
Pros. We're the young pros. Hey. Listen.
Okay, this is a close one.
This young pros. We're the young pros. We always look good. Oh, all right. Yeah. YP Compound 2.0. All right, hey, welcome to the Young Pro Showcase. Every single week, Tuesday, 6 p.m., we have this podcast, so appreciate you hanging out with us. Got a few of my friends with me, and that video that you just saw, you can go check out that on our Instagram page at @LS_YoungPro. We like to have some fun. We like to look good, and we're just going to talk about a pretty incredible weekend that we had this past weekend at the Young Pro Compound. And so we have Edmond Hunter, Joslynn Brown, who they are two-time offenders to the compound. Right, this is a repeat, and then no stranger to the show, but Michel Hancock. He's a first timer, so I wanted to make sure he was here to get that experience. But have you guys recovered as far as like sleep goes? No,
I have not.
I'm still catching up.
Still catching.
What is that again?
Yeah.
So
I can't even say that I'm trying to catch up. I feel like since then, my calendar is ridiculous. I don't even have time to breathe.
Sleep is forbidden. We'll sleep when we're dead. We may or may not get there quicker. So, Michel, you said something. What did you say? What did you say about sleep this past weekend? You remember?
I probably don't.
You're like, I normally go to bed at whatever time.
I remember.
Yeah.
9, like Mondays and stuff like that. Once the Young Pros call is over, I'm getting into bed, bro. I'm old.
He's an old young pro. He's younger than me, by the way. Just FYI.
But I got 3 times as many kids as you do, so that probably has some contribution.
That's a fact. All right, so I've been waiting to ask you guys some questions, not on the show, but just in life. And I thought I would just wait until we're, live to ask them. So, Edmond, we're going to start there. On the last day on Sunday morning at about 5:30, I woke up and I heard your voice. Okay. And there were some others, but I really heard yours at 5:30 Sunday morning. And I just, what was going on, man?
I really don't know now. Did I say something I shouldn't have said? I don't know.
No, everything was fine. I was just like, why is he up at 5:30?
Right. So I had a flight at 8 a.m. Miss Farrell was really upset with me because this is now the second time that I had a really early flight and she wasn't feeling that. Right. So we actually all got a chance to hang out, kind of see some downtown Atlanta. Right. And since we had a flight so early in the morning, we just decided to stay out all night. So 5:30 in the morning is when we got back to the house. And yeah, I was ready to go, man. I was, still pumped.
I was in the bed. I was like, I know they didn't stay up all night, but
yeah, there was that's why we're laughing when you're like, sleep is forbidden. Have you caught up on your sleep? I'm like, seriously, I probably slept about 6 hours total in that 3 days that we were there. about 3 hours. Yeah, probably about 6 hours total. So yeah, I'm still trying to catch up, but we had an amazing time. It was a blast.
Yeah. Were you gonna say something, Michel?
I was gonna say, man, he was wired until we hit the highway taking him to the airport. He was on his phone, and the next thing you know, he was just like, just going with the car.
Yeah, you guys were up doing extra personal development sessions.
Yeah.
I want to know why we didn't get a video of him sleep in the car.
I was driving.
Where was Twine when we needed his?
Where is your drone? Your little drone could have just flown around the car and just took video. Like, I don't understand all this technology that Mr. Hancock had, right? Like, yes, I was like, how do you use this? Like, I know that he was in the military, and I think he brought back all these little special gadgets Like, it was really crazy, right? Like, he was taking videos. Next thing you would pop up with this cool video. And I was like, when'd you do that? He's like, 5 seconds ago. I'm like, wow. Like, I don't understand. And hence the reason I'm no longer the technician for the Young Pro.
Yeah. Edmond was the chairperson of the technology committee. And he's resigned. I.e. kicked out.
I've been voluntold.
Yeah, voluntold. There we go.
He quit after being fired.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Oh man.
We'll have to square away with our HR department. So Anyway. Well, that's cool. I wasn't there, so I was just curious about that. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah. Now, Miss Brown, were you the chaperone that night?
I was the chaperone. I watched everybody. I made sure they were okay. I was vigilant. As a matter of fact, I had some friends in Atlanta that came. They were security. They secured our section. It's great.
Okay. So for
That's my story, Mr. Hunter, and I'm sticking to it.
These are like 4 of the biggest guys that I've ever seen in my life, by the way, when she says that we're security. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So for anybody that doesn't know, I mean, I assume that pretty much anybody that's seeing this probably does know. But we all came to Atlanta while I was here. These guys came to Atlanta and some more folks. And the video that you saw, that was the house. So it was someone was like, hey, have fun at the animal house. I'm like, that really tells you, the age where you're at. But anyway, we did that. We had our event. We learned, right? Actually, Edmond, you got all 3 of you are on video taking notes. So
yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's facts. That's
Young pro.
Yeah.
Pro.
Professional.
When we need to be.
Yeah, that's right. So, Michel, I mean, so kind of like, what was your experience? Like overall, your 60-second overall experience, because this was your first time.
Overall, so actually being in a relaxed setting with people that out-earn me within the business, honestly, I've been around other individuals before, but not in a relaxed setting. I was like, man, I hope these guys aren't stuck up, But overall, man, it was an experience like none other. I would just say this to any young pros that are watching or any wise pros: if your organization has a breakout session during a convention, there is no other way to attend convention without going to a breakout session. It changes your life, period. Hands down. Mic drop. We're done. That's it.
That's it.
We're
done. I can remember, I can remember just so many people. It was like the conversations around the event, you know what I mean? That's like, I'm sitting with Edmond or whoever the person was, where you're like, that's where you really get the good stuff. You know what I mean? It's like the secret there.
Mm-hmm.
People are like, is there a secret? It's like, I don't know, but just in case, you better stick around and find out.
Yeah. I think for the most part, man, it was just, with that being my first event, just, you and I, we've met in person before, we've chatted before, but just being able to be around like-minded individuals, man, all shooting towards a common goal of progressing and bringing other individuals with us. And then everybody taking that one-on-one time personally to just sit down and be like, okay, who is Michel? What did you think about the event? What do you think about everybody that's around? Here's my story, and learning the stories. I'll put it to you this way. Being in the military, once you get in, it's something that you yearn for because you miss it when you get out. The camaraderie that's there, and that camaraderie that we had this weekend was equivalent to being in the military.
Ooh, that's good. That's good perspective. And that
was good, wasn't it? That was like,
I know, right? I know.
I don't like that touched me. You know what I mean? Like I was like,
camaraderie.
What?
We are official battle buddies.
That's it, battle buddies. That's it.
And then that was kind of like your convention panel answer to me. Like when I was there, I was like, that what came through the screen. I felt that.
Good. That's what I was going for.
Yeah. So guys, I mean, you guys were there for the first one. You know what I mean? So this was a kind of a little bit of repeat old news for you, right? So first one, second one, differences, anything?
I think so.
Yeah. What would you say?
I personally feel like we were a lot more relaxed this time. I feel like the first time we really felt intensely pressured to like create content and do this and do that, and it almost felt like there was something happening all the time, so we really didn't get to like relax. Like even if we were, chilling, there was still filming going on, there was still a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I think this time, thanks to, Michel, the gimbal, the the technology, just, and then also having been there before, I think we knew how to better prepare. I think we knew how to better just kind of let our hair down. I think the first time we all kind of left feeling like, we could have relaxed just a little bit more. It still felt convention. Like, at convention, you don't sleep anyway.
Right.
So, but what you're doing at convention, you go out, you hang out with, some of the other leaders, you talk shop, like all of those different things that we're talking about. I think we got more of that this time. Like Michel said, in a relaxed setting, way more fun. The food, all of that kind of stuff. I think we had a way more laid back time. Plus
I'll agree, especially our breakout event. Yeah. So, and this one's to you, Edmond. What was your experience like last event versus this event?
I know my strengths. Now, thanks to you, I'm very, very aware of my weaknesses. And so I was so thankful for Daniel Gonzalez, right? Yes. Because he helped our breakout to be flawless. Like, even like, I mean, just, and because of it though, like on a serious note, we're having fun, but on a serious note, because of being in that seat before, because of wanting to serve and to help, but not really knowing where to fit in, where to get in, I was actually able to be of assistance to him when he's like, hey, I can't hear anything. I can't get any feedback. Well, look, I know one thing I'm good for, right? I've got speed, right? So I'm like, I'm up the stairs. I'm like, Josh, Daniel can't hear you. Josh is like, I can hear them though. So we're good. I'm running back downstairs. Josh can hear you. He's like, yeah, but I still need to see Josh. I'm like, all right, flash, right? I was that guy. And so I was able to use certain, things from knowing that first event, there were certain lags, certain things that we wanted to improve on because we want to deliver good content, especially for the young pros that are really looking to us, right, to build their business. And so it is important to us. Once again, we have a lot of fun. We like to joke, but we really do want to deliver. This is important to us. This is our livelihood. Like we're staking our futures on this. And so we want to be able to give good content. And so knowing that there were certain areas last time, I was able to look at, hey, what's happening, now look ahead and say, how can I contribute to make sure that we have the best event that we possibly can? And having Daniel Gonzalez there definitely did that for us. So
yeah, awesome. For a fact. So for everybody watching, Jared B, all the people, what was your favorite moment of the Thursday night event, right? Was there something specific in the event? Was it the after party Zoom? So yeah, in the comment section, what was your favorite part? And there was a moment, I think you ran up the steps where he thought my mouse died. And so he couldn't click anything. And you just have to click it to wake it up. Yeah. And all of a sudden I hear crash, thump, 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 thump. And it's like, he can't click the mouse. And I run down. He's like, you got 15 seconds before our next segment. And I was like, there's nothing I can do about anything in 15 seconds.
Right.
But luckily, we just had to click the mouse. So
look, one of the times, Josh, which is funny too, I think everybody will get a kick out of this, like, because hearing the behind the scenes stuff is so hilarious. So there was one of the times when Daniel was like, I can't hear anything, right? I can't hear. And we're like, but we're all on YouTube. Like, we can hear. You're good. Like, don't worry about it. He's like, but I need to hear, right? He simply had the wrong headphone in his ear. So he had the left one in his right ear. And for whatever reason, with the type of mic we had, all that stuff, you had to have the particular headphone in the right ear in order to be able to hear. And so when he switched the headphone, he's like, I can hear now.
And he was losing it. He was like, what are we going to do? And so, yeah, it was like a stereo XLR mic. And so just like right and left. And Yeah, I did the same thing, but like I didn't tell anybody. So I let how'd it go? I let Martavius borrow the right one, and I had the left one. And he's like, I can't hear anything. I was like, I can hear fine. So I took that, and I was like, why can't I hear? And we quickly figured it out, but I didn't share the memo with Daniel. So, yeah. Well, and so I mean, the event was way better. It was smoother, and it was nice, right? So he got to be like the technician, and I felt like I got to be more like director, making sure everybody was where they needed to be, right? So that was super helpful. Now I did have a question. There was we had a lot of great food. But one night, I think it was the first night, I came downstairs and I've never
2 a.m. at that. 2
was it 2 a.m.?
It was 2 a.m.
Okay. I've never seen so much cooked cheese in my life. In my life. We're sitting there and Miss Brown is just furiously. I mean, it's like the world's going to come to end if this cheese does not get cooked right now. And like you were putting cream of mushroom in it. You were putting, I don't even know where all the cheese came from. It was in this ginormous pot. You had the biggest spoon I've ever seen in my life. Just, and you just kept pouring it. And then the noodles started coming out, and there was like 5 tubs of noodles, and I'm like, no one's saying anything, and I'm like, where is this coming from? And then Michel was like, yeah, where is it coming from? Like, so that's the first part of it. And then my question to you, Joslynn, is how much of that got eaten?
So here's the situation. Number 1. I am on a fast. Number 2, I'm getting married. So I haven't had a chance to have macaroni and cheese in quite some time.
This was not just simply macaroni and cheese.
No, but when you make fake mac, you can't just make a little bit. It just doesn't work. For some reason, when you make Big Mac, it's just, you can't just make your own. And then, God forbid, I made my own and everybody wanted some. Now, it was a huge thing because we didn't have, but that was the only type of, you got to think that was the only type of, you guys know what I'm trying to say, the aluminum pan thing that we had. So we had limited resources. So I had to do what I had to do. So I made a whole thing of mac and cheese, and I think I'm the only one who ate it, and that was fine. I had a piece. It was fantastic. I had it at around 3:00 in the morning. It was spectacular.
It was so when we were cleaning it up. So let's say the pan was this big, which I think is fair.
Yeah. It was a 36-inch. It was a 36 by 5-inch baking dish. That's exactly what it was. Trust me, I know.
It was literally like a square of it got eaten.
It was my square.
It was your no one else touched
you had
it.
some?
I got some to follow the next morning.
Okay. See?
Okay. I was like, this is an ungodly, unprecedented amount of macaroni and cheese.
Well, I guess to top it all off, it didn't help that the very next morning I woke up assuming that everybody was going to actually eat breakfast.
Hello, Michel.
I cooked like 48 eggs, like 48 scrambled eggs. So
I ate.
However, Michel, I will meet you halfway and say that the next morning, the eggs that everybody didn't eat, I warmed up and I ate. I had eggs.
I did too. So we're good.
What about like
the weekend?
What about like the 5 or 6 pizzas that Martavius got meatballs on? Like we had 5 or 6 meatball pizzas. I've never had a meatball pizza.
Right. Like what trips me out is that he got all of these weird pizzas, right? Like there's like one pizza that had pepperoni. I was like, bruh, like pepperoni, right? That's kind of a safe choice. You got like 5 pizzas that had just meatballs. Got some pizzas that had like chicken and pineapple. Cool, whatever. But then he like ordered all this stuff and then left. I'm like, you're gonna leave us with all these weird pizzas? Like, you just gonna get? You're not gonna stay here to eat this stuff?
And he said, he goes, well, when we were all sitting downstairs and y'all were all laughing and joking, I asked what y'all wanted on y'all pizza, but nobody said anything, so I just ordered what I liked.
But like 5 of them.
But something regular, cheese pizza, huh? Right?
Ham.
Veggie.
Veggie. Yeah.
Meat lovers.
No, he ordered the veggie pizza, but the veggie pizza didn't have any cheese on it. It was just vegetables and tomato
That was
sauce.
That was for Janae.
Okay, all right.
For those who don't know, Miss Tucker does not eat sour cream, ranch, white stuff, and or eggs and or cheese.
Nope.
White stuff, like anything white.
Yeah. Nope.
Besides white rice.
Ooh.
Besides
that white rice.
Ah,
This is for Janae right now. That white rice. All night. I need some more of that white rice. Oh, white rice.
So, bottom line, nothing was normal about this weekend.
No.
what?
Not at
Oh,
all.
can we talk about the good food though? Because it sounds like we just had pizza, rice,
Okay.
macaroni and cheese, and eggs. Like,
But for real, those shrimp tacos that Miss Shelley made, that
Man,
was
with the chicken tacos too. Those were fire.
yeah. I just did this thing where I just didn't eat all day, all this week until like when we're all done, and so that was at midnight, and I went in on all of it.
Yeah, you really did. Like you were killing and you went back for like seconds. So I started feeling some kind of way, right? I was like, man, all the guys are like eating like 5 tacos. Like I need to eat some more tacos. But these weren't just regular tacos. They were like burrito tacos.
Yeah.
Okay? Like people were like, oh, you had some tacos. No, tacos are like this big, right? These were like tortillas like this.
dinner plate size tortillas.
And Michel and Mr. Lockhart, you guys had like 4 or 5. I'm like, I gotta keep up. I can't have people looking at me like I'm the biggest guy here with this little bitty appetite. So I'm trying to keep up. I got through that like 3rd taco, and I was like, I can't do this no more. Like I got a stomach ache. But
I hadn't ate all day, so that's my excuse.
So I only eat once a day. That's it, just once a day. So I went in the room and started watching a movie on my phone, and Miss Farrah was like, I guess that she was calling me, but I wasn't paying attention. And next thing you know, I hear bang, 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 bang. What are you doing? I was like, I'm watching a movie. She goes, didn't you not hear me calling you? I was like, all right, yes, mom. Yes, mom, I'm on my way. She was like, the food's ready. Come eat. I was like, all right.
Well, we were waiting on you. We were all there. We were like, where's Hancock? Like,
look, it was like plate loaded up with everything, so that way she could say I ate. I can say I ate. And so when we're sitting at the dinner table, she's like, okay, look, he's eating.
Yeah, she went into granny mode. She was like, you know, you're not gonna grow up big and strong if you don't eat.
Right.
What was your favorite? And you know, for those that are watching the comment section, I'd like to see your answer. What was your favorite single segment of the convention, of the overall convention?
Me?
overall convention.
Yeah, everybody, just whatever it is. Like, trainer, topic.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but I think Jackie Cote killed it.
Are you talking about her story or the training?
The training.
Yeah.
Her training.
The training. Yeah, my pen was like, I had a cramp in my hand. It
I
was,
was waiting for you to say the YP panel, but
so I was actually going to say, like, of course, Miss Cote's training killed it, because we don't go anywhere without inviting people.
Right.
There's nothing that we can do without inviting someone to take a look at our opportunity or our services. But hands down, I think my favorite portion of convention that had me like in tears laughing was when Miss Farrah Shelley was doing her portion on the breakout session, and she was telling her story, and then the scene came up from SpongeBob a few hours later, and she was like, "So, long story short, right?" I was like,
that was
good.
That was good. Let's see. If I was ready, I could actually pull it up. But
man, it was epic.
How about you, Mr. Lockhart? What was your favorite part?
I think what I'm going to say, Edmond, and it was Marty Galano.
Yeah. Ooh.
He was giving it to us. He was.
Yeah. Definitely felt like we were in trouble.
Yeah, it was. The topic was follow up, and it loosely, was based around follow up, but it was really about like get your stuff,
get your life together.
Get your life together is basically what that title could have been titled as. Get your life together.
Yeah,
so,
I enjoyed that one too.
I appreciate it.
And another off camera was that me and Mr. Lockhart got to wrestle out in the front of the house. That was fun too.
I forgot about that.
That was fun. Like when you were in the beginning, you were talking about like these, or actually it was Miss Brown, right? Talking about the off camera segments of just like, you know, being around each other, kind of just building culture, right? The after the meeting type of stuff that you get. And like, I know a lot of us guys, we were just kind of standing around learning from you, man. Like just out there, you know, taking in a lot of your wisdom. I think some people take it for granted because, you know, you're, you know, you host everything, right? You're the director, you know, but we're not realizing like, dude, you're $150,000 ring earner. Like you're doing something right. You know what I mean? And we got the opportunity to just sit there and pick your brain, to ask you questions. And you give us a lot of, you know, our kudos and just due, right, by acknowledging us, but like not enough of, you know, people are doing that for you. And I think we got an opportunity just to stand around, and I was just watching all of us just listening to you, man. Like, and that for me, I probably got more from that. I know me and Marcus Twine got more from that 15, 20 minutes of just standing there listening to you talk about your experience with the business, just philosophies behind how to build those real conversations. That was dope. And then I don't know how that transitioned to us wrestling in the grass, but I want to build a different way, right? And
I think that's what it was. Yeah, I'm gonna build wide. Well, let's figure it out. Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
I got a hyperlapse video of us having that conversation because it was so amazing, man. It was just and Miss Platinum Bound Joslynn Brown, the guys are out in the front having a moment, and here she comes sneaking on in. And, you know, we're just sitting there, but we were listening so intently. And then like the door opened and everybody's like, yo, who's that coming out? And she walks downstairs. But, you know, like you said, Edmond, it's like people don't really pay attention to that stuff, man. So when you were talking, even though it was a hyperlapse video done pretty fast, you can tell that everybody was there, even Miss Brown, when she got the pan from the back with her standing in the background. Everybody was just like, yo, okay, what's he about to say next? And there was no paper, no nothing. It was just like, yo, he's going in. We're listening. We're going to take every mental note we possibly can.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would like to say that I did not interrupt them in, though. I stood off to the side and I gathered my notes. They were in a circle. And Michel goes, why are you standing all the way over there? And I said, because it's a men's thing. It's clearly a men's thing. But I can hear the nuggets from here. But
we did the secret men handshakes. We did it all. You know,
so just you know, because he said I came down and like, you know, no, didn't interrupt the men's thing. I stood off to the side. I gathered what nuggets I could. Ladies, I got you. It's in the notes.
Miss Brown, by the way, the 1990s called. They want their pen back.
Oh, let me tell you. Okay. So shout out to Damon Briggs because he was writing with one of these. And I was like, before Super Saturday is over, I am stealing it from you. And he was like, you're not going to steal my pen. I was like, yes, I am. Because, you know, you take notes and it's in the different colors and stuff. It has saved my life. It has changed my note-taking life. So those of you guys who don't have one.
Like 7. That was like the cool kid
second
thing.
grade. I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, Big has brought it back. You can find them in stores, and now you too can color organize your notes
on the clearance rack near you.
We'll put some on the Young Pro website.
Hey, and what's that referral link for that too, so we can make sure we get credit.
That's right.
That was word of mouth marketing.
Right? Yeah, we'll drop it in the chat.
15. Okay, that's your promo code.
Yeah.
Pick your own up.
So, yeah. That's funny. Well, everybody stay tuned. We have, you know, you're hearing about all this stuff. We got a lot of content between myself and Michel, and we're gonna be putting it out, right? So just stay tuned. If you haven't gone to youngproconnect.com, go there, right? There's the Instagram, the YouTube, right? Make sure to subscribe to the channel here. So as we put those things out, you can catch them, you can share them with your team, share them with whoever, share them with your mom. You know, doesn't matter. Just share them.
Oh, but my mom sees it all.
Does she?
My mom sees it all.
Oh boy. Hi, Mom. Awesome. Well, appreciate you guys. It was fun. I can't wait until we can do it again. You know, they say we're going to be together here in 6 months. So,
wherein I'd like to propose that we still get a YP house. thing.
Hands down.
That's on the docket, right? It's on the docket. So
I think it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's next level being there, and it's next level taking notes next to you, gentlemen. So I had a good time.
And as well as you, lady.
Of course, hands down. We couldn't have gotten anywhere without somebody making baked mac and cheese at 2 a.m. The event would not have been the same without that.
Life necessities, sir. Life necessities.
So one of the last things, like as we were cleaning up, funny thing is, Bobbin goes to the fridge, and he was dumbfounded. He goes, "When did we bake mac and cheese? Who baked all of this mac and cheese? Why didn't nobody eat it?" Like, look, he's like, "Josh, where was I at when the mac and cheese was baked? Who baked this?" And we're like, "Dude, that was done like Thursday night." He goes, "Where was I at?"
He was upset about it. He was like we were holding out on him. Oh,
Bobby
man.
likes to eat frosting.
He was
Pure frosting.
Words
Pure
of wise.
frosting.
If you
Right out
want to
the
make
gut.
Bobbin your best friend, find some of the best frosting that you can and get it to him. Big shout out to you, Bobbin.
In which he's a health nut, because I'm out there on the grill. I put the salmon on the grill, and I'm out there grilling. All of a sudden, I hear,
Oh,
and I was like, "What is happening?" You know, I'm from Los Angeles. I don't know what kind of animals are out here in Atlanta. We're in the middle of the wilderness. I look over, and he's got like this light shining on himself, and he's doing death crawls and stuff. I was like, "Oh, he is serious."
Was he in the yard?
Yeah,
yeah.
in the backyard.
So Joslynn was out. She was out on the patio. She was on the grill. And then I came out and I didn't even know he was out there. And it's pitch black. And there's like one light out back that like illuminates like a certain portion of the yard. And me and Joslynn are talking and the cop in me kicked in. All you hear is pat, 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 pat. And I'm like, what in the world? And I look over and Bobbin's just like, "Oh, hey, just down here working out."
No, you said, wait, Michel said, "What is that?" I said, "It's Bobbin." It's Bobbin. Bobbin's like, "Hey, guys."
I'm down here doing my thing. Doing my thing. That's awesome. That's awesome.
You know, I feel the need to apologize to Mr. Hammond for kicking his notes and his cell phone in the jacuzzi. I apologize publicly.
So look, apology is not accepted because I should not. Here's why the apology is not accepted. So for those of y'all that don't know, okay, there will be some videos. We had a hot tub, a huge hot tub, not a small one. It was a huge hot tub. And I decided to break away from everybody to get a little bit of a peace and quiet. Not that we didn't have fun, and go sit in the hot tub, set my laptop up on the edge of the hot tub, set my phones.
Which, I mean, that's risky behavior, though.
Well, it was a classy setup, though. So, like, on the edge of the hot tub, he had the thing, like, tilted up. It was really nice.
So, now here's where the mess up at. And here's why I say it was my fault that she kicked my phone in the water. Because the entire time, every time we got into the hot tub, the gentleman always helped the ladies get into the hot tub and get out. In this particular time, I didn't even reach out a hand. And she's taking her time trying to get out. And then she caught my phone and my notes and her notes. And so it was my fault. So that's why so let me publicly apologize to you for not being a gentleman and helping you out of the hot tub, because I definitely helped you in before that happened.
We'll just have to meet halfway on that. I'm just really glad that your phone was waterproof.
Thank you.
Droid Nation, had it been an iPhone, it would have been
Droid Nation, baby.
Wow.
So hands down, last thing, if we're about to get ready to end, I want to say this. I think my best overall to end everything off. So 5 years I've been in Legal Shield. July 16th at 2:47 p.m. and 39 seconds will make my 5-year mark. I know it like the back of my hand. 5 years, I've never qualified for a performance club trip, never. And I was on the phone setting up appointments for when I got back. And then yesterday I got an email from corporate saying that I qualified for Cabo San Lucas. To just drop the mic on the entire weekend, there was no better way to end it, to find out that I qualified. I mean, we got to stop saying qualified. We earned these trips. And I was so confused. I'm like, man, I didn't qualify. Let me call corporate. So I took a screenshot of the email, emailed into Performance Club. I'm like, first of all, I received this email. Is this a mistake? Was it a computer glitch, or did I actually qualify? And they responded back. They said, no, Mr. Hancock, you actually qualified. Congratulations. So I'm super excited. And then we had to do a recap for the Carolinas. So I had to wait 3 whole hours before I could even tell my wife. And she's sitting like 2 feet away from me the entire time.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. We'll see you there. We'll see
you all in Cabo, so we don't got to wait until leadership convention. We get to hang out again. And look, this time we don't got to pay for nothing, so we can have all the fun we want.
Yeah, drinks on you. Awesome.
That sounds good.
Well, all right, guys, we're going to end it there. We'll be back next Tuesday, 6 p.m. You can catch this at youngproshowcase.com. That'll take you to our YouTube channel. You can see all the content. Some of it's podcasts. Some of it's just fun videos. Some are just hilarious. But go